Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer. With me is 𝗤𝙗𝘅, Ask Sumit, and this is episode number 16. And I request all of you to first like this video because we're going to be answering all your questions, not just limited to this topic. Let's welcome 𝗤𝙗𝘅. Sumit ji, Namaskar, Ram Ram, Radhe Radhe. How are you?
Sir, Jai Shri Ram, Radhe Radhe, all good and fine by the kripa of Mahadev and your Ashirwad, sir.
You know, one thing that I have seen, this has been something that has been happening in the United States also. What is strange about the United States is Democratic Party itself curses the Democratic president. So at least here it is a little bit different. In the Rahul Gandhi is taking pot shot by the way of lies at the ruling party. In US, this group called Squad, absolute wild mouth. These people, where they are saying that Israel is a terrorist country and US is behaving like Israel. So you understand the ... connection. You know why? Two of these loudmouths were refused visa to come to Israel. They wanted to go to Gaza, West Bank and make a lot of noise. They were denied. And the US president didn't say anything to that. So this is the way in US is working. I think this playbook that Rahul Gandhi is using to try and lie and Rahul. I'm going to have the highest scale of lying is Rahul. This is what he is trying to do to try and get a rise out of Hindus. I mean, at some point somebody is going to get up and give him what he's worth. Anyway, so I would like you to kind of talk to us a little bit about what happened today. And this is how I see it. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. Please let me know what you think.
Yes, sir. Sir, in the name of Bhagwan Sri Ganesha, let's do the Sri Ganesha of today's vlog. Well, it's very clear, sir. Whatever we are seeing is all very thought about, very cunning in nature, very crass, and it's a thought out strategy. I'll tell you what he was trying to say. Now, first of all, the one point we have to very clearly understand: as a leader of opposition, it's a constitutional post. You are not a normal MP now. You are a leader of opposition, wherein you have to check, you have to validate, you have to, really put whatever you say through 20 filters. And there are more 1,000 cameras, and there are more 1 million people are going to watch you now because you are the leader of the opposition now. Now, Mr. Gandhi seems to forget that all the time. There are three issues which happened today. Now, as usual, Congress is aggressive. They have been aggressive on the TV debates as well. And they have been trying to say, oh, we have the numbers and, its might is right. Now we can push our way through. That is the mindset which comes in the backdrop. The first thing which came out was, then, what is he doing, sir? He tried to, कहते हैं ना हिंदी में एक तीर से कहीं निशान नहीं. He tried to shoot multiple birds with one arrow. First, it's the floor of the parliament. So whatever you say on the floor of the parliament, nothing can be done against you legally. You are entitled to say anything because you have the immunity as long as you are on the floor of the parliament. No manhani, nothing can be done to you legally. Right? That's point number one. Point number two, he was trying to attack Prime Minister Modi, BJP and RSS, which is his usual tactic. And then point number three, attack Hindus. I want to say, oh, these Hindus were a tribune. They're very primitive in nature. I'm trying to point to you, but पीछे कुछ और निशान है. Yeah, you were making a point.
Sumit, I think a couple of things. One is we would like to make sure that we play the video so that we can establish the perspective of what you're saying. Maybe we can just change the order a little bit if you don't mind. And there was a problem. I forgot to attach my mic. Now I think the lapel mic is working fine. I hope viewers will excuse me for this small mistake. जल्दबाजी में थोड़ा गलती हो गया. So let us take a quick look at these videos. They are very short because you need to understand, if you have not already seen it, what exactly went down in the parliament today. Over to our videos.
इतिहास में 3 फाउंडेशनल आइडियाज हैं. मोदी जी ने अपने भाषण में एक दिन कहा कि हिंदुस्तान ने किसी पर आक्रमण नहीं किया. उसका कारण है क्योंकि ये देश अहिंसा का देश है. ये देश डर का देश नहीं है. तो हमारे सारे के सारे महापुरुषों ने अहिंसा की बात की, डर मिटाने की बात की. डरो मत, डराओ मत. डरो मत, डराओ मत। और दूसरी तरफ शिव जी कहते हैं डरो मत, डराओ मत, अभय मुद्रा दिखाते हैं, अहिंसा की बात करते हैं, त्रिशूल को जमीन में गाड़ देते हैं। और जो लोग अपने आप को हिंदू कहते हैं वो 24 घंटा हिंसा हिंसा हिंसा, नफरत नफरत नफरत, असत्य सत्य असत्य। आप हिंदू हो ही नहीं। Just get me that picture of Shiva.
Inside, because of it.
हिंदू धर्म में साफ लिखा है सत्य के साथ खड़ा होना चाहिए, सत्य से पीछे नहीं हटना चाहिए, सत्य से नहीं डरना चाहिए। अहिंसा हमारा प्रतीक है। अभय मुद्रा ऐसे कीजिए, ऐसे कीजिए, अभय मुद्रा।
नहीं आएगा। प्राइम मिनिस्टर will not speak. प्राइम मिनिस्टर पे उसमें
भाई 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 ये अपने आप को हिंदू कहते हैं वो 24 घंटा हिंसा हिंसा हिंसा, नफरत नफरत नफरत, असत्य सत्य असत्य।
विषय बहुत गंभीर है। पूरे हिंदू समाज को हिंसक कहना ये गंभीर विषय है।
नहीं 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 नहीं, नरेंद्र मोदी जी पूरा हिंदू समाज नहीं है, बीजेपी पूरा हिंदू समाज नहीं है, आरएसएस पूरा हिंदू समाज नहीं है।
शोर शराबा कर इतने बड़े वाकया को छिपाया नहीं जा सकता। विपक्ष के नेताजी ने कैटेगोरिकली कहा है कि जो अपने आप को हिंदू कहते हैं वो हिंसा करते हैं। मैं फिर से रिपीट करना चाहता हूं, उनका वाक्य था जो अपने आप को हिंदू कहते हैं वो हिंसा की बात करते हैं, हिंसा करते हैं। मान्यवर, इस देश में शायद इनको मालूम नहीं है, करोड़ों लोग अपने आप को गर्व से हिंदू कहते हैं, गर्व से हिंदू कहते हैं। क्या वो सभी लोग हिंसा की बात करते हैं, हिंसा करते हैं? हिंसा की भावना को किसी धर्म के साथ जोड़ना और इस सदन में और संवैधानिक पद पर बैठे हुए व्यक्ति ने, मैं मानता हूं मान्यवर, उन्होंने इसकी माफी मांगनी चाहिए। मान्यवर, मैं उनको एक गुजारिश भी करना चाहता हूं कि इस्लाम में अभय मुद्रा, इस पर इस्लाम के विद्वानों का मत एक बार वो ले ले। गुरु नानक साहब की अभय मुद्रा पर SGPC का मत वो ले ले। और मान्यवर, अभय की बात तो इनको करने का कोई अधिकार नहीं है। आपातकाल में पूरे देश को इन्होंने भयभीत करा, लाखों लोगों को जेल में डाला। और आतंक, वैचारिक आतंक अगर कभी था, वैचारिक आतंक कभी था तो आपातकाल के वक्त था। और मान्यवर, दिल्ली में दिन दहाड़े हजारों सिख भाइयों का कत्लेआम उनके शासन में हुआ। आज वो भय की बात कर रहे हैं। मान्यवर, मेरा आपसे आग्रह है कि श्री राहुल गांधी, नेता प्रतिपक्ष, पहला भाषण होने के बावजूद माफी मांगनी चाहिए, न केवल सदन, पूरे देश की
Before we continue, just 1 second, okay? You may have seen, viewers, I think for about a year now, I've been wearing tilak, vibhuti. Sometimes I forget to wear it, not for any purpose, but for other reasons. It may be time constraint, and but for the most part, I wear a vibhuti. Why? Because that, for 3 reasons. Number 1, to say that I'm a proud Hindu. Number 2, what is the significance of wearing vibhuti on your forehead? That you keep your ego under control. In fact, don't have any ego at all. That life is beyond what you think you know. There's a whole universe for you to learn. Be rooted. That is the second reason. And the third one, which is something that perhaps is easier to understand for everyone in the world: ashes to ashes. From ashes we come, and to ashes we go. And this is a constant reminder that that's where we all will be. And that helps you understand what point 2 I made. This is how I look at it. Okay. And I wear this thing everywhere, and you will start seeing some videos of mine where I have been moderating sessions or giving talks and in various places, and you will see that I'm what I am. I'm what you see. So I just wanted to put this thing out, that, should we all start reacting to what Rahul Gandhi is saying? Well, it's up to you, each guy. This is what I feel. The more he says that, we are Hinsak, the more he's actually making a fool of himself. Because Hindus have been the most compassionate society for not yesterday, not day before yesterday, for 3,000 years or 5,000 years, ever since history was written on stones. So you don't matter. You are an idiot, and you just prove it every day. That's all I can say. Back to you. You are muted, Sirji.
Sorry, you have beautifully summed it up. Let me take you to the political side of it. Now, look what Rahul Gandhi's plans are. First of all, 2-3 things. Now, he is the leader of opposition. He knows he has the strength, and he wants to use his strength. He wants to use his strength as kinetic energy, not as potential energy. Potential energy, you have the strength, and it's water in a dam, it's a reserve, right? But he wants to use it and turn it into a kinetic energy. Shor, sharaba, halla, gulla. That's point number 1. Point number 2, what is he trying to say? Look, he is saying this on the House of the Parliament. On the House of the Parliament, no legal action, no defamation, nothing can be done against him. He can say whatever he wants. He has immunity there. Secondly, he is targeting Modi ji. By the virtue of Modi ji, he is targeting the Hindus of Bharat. Because he knows now Hindus are a bit disheartened, they're a bit lying low. So he's trying to target them right now. It is rightly said, when your enemy is low, attack him then. That is what his mantra is. Now, if this was, then when the things go topsy-turvy, then he says, oh no, it was for BJP, it was for RSS. Then he says like that. It's exactly the same thing. Let me take you back into the history. Because he's a habitual offender, and his alliance is a habitual offender. Who invented the word saffron terror? Who said 26/11 RSS ki sazish? Who said in an American embassy that these Hindu terrorists are more dangerous than jihadis? And who is a Hindu terrorist? I have not seen one. So when I look at this track record, now recently, Sanatan Dharma is a HIV, it is cholera, it's AIDS, we have to eradicate it. Alliance partner. Now, when you look through all the sequence of events, and when you correlate the today's event, this makes sense. This is a logical chain, because this is what your mantra has been. This is what you have been saying since long. So today you cannot say it was a slip of tongue, it was by accident. No, you were intentionally trying to hit the Hindu who are demoralized a bit because of the election results. You are trying to hit on the morale. If you want to kill the enemy, better than killing the enemy is better to kill the morale of the enemy. That is what he thinks. That's point number 1. 2. Now, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, you are saying I am a 𝗣𝙬𝙖𝙀𝘀𝘁 Kol Kashmiri Pandit Brahman. Huh? So by that logic, you also fall in that same category. If Hindus are Hinsak, you also claim to be a Hindu. I don't know, are you Hindu or not? But again, if you are a Hindu, then you are also Hinsak. Now, thirdly, when the things went topsy-turvy, he saw, oh, there's a lot of uproar which happened. Though he got his TRP. Now, there's a lot of uproar that happened. Now, what happened, Sree sir? He said, no. This was for BJP and RSS. Now, 2 points here. If it was for BJP and RSS only, you should have clearly said, what I'm going to say is for BJP and RSS, not for all the Hindus of the world or the India. So you let the ball go. When it backfired, you tried to do the damage control. It's exactly how you got Sam Pitroda back. That day you said, oh, these are not our remarks. We don't like Sam Pitroda. Let him go to hell. We have taken him out. And that day Modi ji said, and even I said on PGurus, it's a matter of time, they will take him back. When the elections are over, you took Sam Pitroda back. So what I've been always telling you, Sam Pitroda is your tester. You test the waters through him. Exactly when the things went bad, you're saying, no, it's for BJP and RSS. Now, even for the sake of argument, if I take it as for BJP and RSS, BJP has 18 crore to 20 crore cadre and RSS has 40 crore cadre. So are you seeing that 60 crore Hindus?
I think it may not be 40 crore, Sirji. I think the number may be a little bit off. Maybe it's 40 lakh.
No, 40 crore, sir.
RSS?
Yeah.
140 में 1 in 3 is an RSS, na? Huh?
RSS connects the whole family, na, basically. No, the people might be there might be some part of BJP, some might be part of RSS also. So
okay.
RSS with all its affiliates, Bajrang Dal, Rupa Vaini, Sevika Samiti, then Shiksha, what you call this, Prasar Bharati, and all the affiliates of RSS, is believed that around 40 crore people are a part of RSS Parivar, we can say. Some might be even be part of RSS as well as BJP. There's some. So you are saying broadly 40 to, let me even take 40 crore Hindus or 50 crore Hindus. Then you are saying, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, 50 crore Hindus are hinsak, are violent. This is what you are trying to say. Even if I say BJP RSS. Now, you came up with a picture of Bhagwan Shankar. Though you are not allowed to take pictures into the parliament, still you came up. And you were trying to give us some gyan about the Bhagwan Shankar and his Trishul and all. I want to counter a few things factually, which you were wrong. Even I did it on the TV today. First of all, do you know Bhagwan Shankar is also called Mahesh? Do you know Bhagwan Shankar is also the destroyer of the Srishti? You don't know. Do you know how many kinds of Bhairavs are here? You don't know. Do you know who is a Prachanda Bhairav? Do you know who is Mahakal Bhairav? You don't know. So you don't know Shankar Bhagwan, you don't know Bhairav, you don't know Tandav, you don't know anything. And you are saying Shankar Bhagwan has this Abhay Mudra. And now what you are trying to say, you are trying to equate the Abhay Mudra with the hand of the Congress. Now, my point here is, so was Congress born earlier or was Bhagwan Shankar born earlier? I think to best of my knowledge, Lord Shiva. So you are saying that Lord Shiva's Abhay Mudra is basically the Mudra of Congress. I don't know where do you get this logic. And he was also talking about the snake in the neck. There's a snake in the neck of Bhagwan Shankar, and because that snake tells us not to be scared. I don't know which leftist scholar taught him this. Let me teach you, Rahul Gandhi. You will learn this. I taught you on national TV today. I'll teach you again. The Nag, which is in the neck of Bhagwan Sri Shankar, is Bhagwan Vasuki. Now, who is Vasuki? Vasuki is a Param Shiv Bhakt. He did for hundreds of years, he worshipped Bhagwan Shiva. When Lord Shiva came, he asked him one thing. What do you want? He says, sir, I want to be nearest to you. So Bhagwan Shankar, Shiva, to grant his wish, told him, okay, you be around my neck. That is a boon he has earned after penance. Hazaro Sal and hundreds of years of tapasya he did, and he got that as a boon. He was the Nag Raja. And Nagas, Nar, Kinnar, Gandharva, Nag, they have been on Srishti for till eternity. Even people say they're older than humans. There are three brothers. The elder brother, who is Vasuki, is with Bhagwan Shankar. Second brother, Sheshnag, whose avatar was Lakshman. By the way, you will not know that. I'm teaching you free of cost. On his Shaya, on the what do you call the choir of that lies Bhagwan Sree Hari Vishnu. And the third brother is Takshak. Takshak is the Nagaraj Takshak. Right? So he lives in Pataloka. So for us, you might call it a snake. No, it is not the snake for us. It is a god. Ye hamare Bhagwan hai. Right? And it is Bhagwan Vasuki. So we worship him as a god. He's not a symbol of not to be scared. For you, your leftist people did not tell you what exactly it is, Mr. Rahul Gandhi. I'm teaching you free of cost. So here, factually, you are wrong. You say the Bhagwan Shankar's Trishul is on the left side, it is away from the arm. If I try to explain you what is the Trishul and what is the relevance, I'll need one full episode. So I'm giving you this grace today. That is not what you think the Trishul is. It's not a weapon. It's much beyond than your imagination can think. So, you have to learn, Mr. Gandhi. You don't have to read scripts. When your problem in your life is you read scripts, like this. Hindi mein kehte na farrak. This, my son made it for me. So you just read something and you try to spell it. According to my son, this is a steel. So somebody gave you a piece of paper and you think this is the gospel truth. This is the truth of the world, and you started reading it. Now you are saying that in Islam, this is also Abhay Mudra. Mr. Amit Shah rightly told you. Did you ask Islamic scholars? Islam doesn't understand something called Abhay Mudra. I have never heard in Islam there's nothing called Abhay Mudra. And I'm not getting into the jihad and all that. I'm giving it a break today. I'm not getting into that. You say Guru Nanak Ji is 𝗣𝗚𝘅 mudra. This is not what Guru Nanak Ji meant. Huh? You don't insult the Sikh gurus of ours. You don't know about Sikhism? Chup raho. And you are the people who slaughtered Sikhs. You are the people who did anti-Sikh massacre. And you are saying you are a Kashmiri Pandit 𝗣𝗚𝘂𝘁𝙁 Brahman. And in your tenure and your father's best friend, Farooq Abdullah, orchestrated the exodus and massacre and genocide of Kashmiri Hindus. Most of whom are Brahmins, by the way. So that is your point number 2. Now you say Jains also have this. Sir, maaf karo. Then Mahavir you bought and you went Buddha. Do you know what does Buddha mean? Do you know what is Nirvana? So factually you are wrong. You are trying to equate this all is like the hand of Congress, which is 𝗣𝗅 mudra. I don't know who writes your screenplay. I think I would not call it a speech, sir. I'll call it a screenplay. It is atrocious. It is horribly disgusting. That is, I want to say that. Now, when you insult the Hindus of the country in the disguise of insulting Modi ji, RSS and BJP, we know what you are hitting at. So you are all comparison with Congress and all are factually wrong. The third thing which he did a blunder, he said today that I am opposed Agniveer. Okay, you can be opposed Agniveer, no point on that. He says if a Agniveer dies, Agniveer is a use and throw labor. He called our Agniveers as a use and throw labor. He says when an Agniveer dies, he will not get the darja or he will not get the stature of a martyr or a shaheed. He will not get the compensation. Then Rajnath Singh ji gets up, says, "No, Mr. Gandhi, whatever you are saying is factually incorrect. If an Agniveer dies, he will get the status of a martyr and 1 crore will be paid as compensation." So he tried to start a war between the army. He tried to divide the army between Agniveer, non-Agniveer, permanently commissioned, not commissioned. This was a very clear strategy to draw a wedge in between the army. Now, when Mr. Rajnath Singh gets up and says, look, this is not what the case is. So then you know what Rahul Gandhi says? अरे आपके बोलने से क्या होता, हमारे बोलने से क्या होता, सबको पता है सब क्या. Now, Mr. Gandhi, if you think your leader of opposition is some child's play and it's some nukkad natak happening, you can think like that. But when the Defense Minister of India on the floor of the house gets up and says they are given martyr status, they are given the status of they will get 1 crore compensation, either you say it is factually incorrect or you apologize. Now, there was a press conference wherein Mr. Kiren Rijiju and Mr. Ashwani Vaishnaw took the press conference. They have said all these things we have to ask the Honorable Speaker to take a note of it. The appropriate action should be initiated against Rahul Gandhi. Else he should come and apologize to the House and most important to the nation and Hindus of this country. He should apologize to the Indian Army. He should apologize to all these faiths whom he is trying to equate as a Congress ka panja. Right? And a lot of people have a lot of things about that panja. I don't want to get into that today. But this is what Rahul Gandhi was trying to do. Again, he is somewhere who is lost. He got a piece of paper. He tried to get a Lord Shiva's picture on it. He doesn't know anything about Shiva. He doesn't know anything about Shivism. But he's a Kashmiri Pandit Brahman. Huh? Well, and he wears a Rudrakshi mala and Janeau on the coat. That's a different thing. So this, and he wears a tribunda also, by the way. This is what Rahul Gandhi tried to pull up quick one. He is having plans and designs wherein he doesn't want the parliament to run. He wants to attack Hindus. He wants to attack Prime Minister Modi. He wants to attack RSS. Whatever he said us, he wanted to divide the army. And regarding the NEET, Mr. Ashwani Vaishnaw made a very important point what we have been making. I'm happy Mr. Ashwani Vaishnaw talked that. He said, are there any 5 constructive suggestions which Rahul Gandhi has given? Let's have a discussion on that. Okay, Rahul Gandhi, you say, okay, there's a need, there's a problem, guys. These are my 5 suggestions which I give. And kindly tell me how many of them have you implemented, and if you have implemented, why so? If you have not implemented, why you are not implementing? Right? Fair enough. We have given that suggestions. That is what we are talking for constructive opposition. PGurus channel, Sumit Peer, Sree Iyer gave those suggestions. But Rahul Gandhi and his whole clan could not come up with 3 suggestions. So what does this tell you? Except this blatant propaganda and leftist agenda, what else is this? You are trying to use the house, floor of the parliament to shoot your political arrows where you know you have 101% immunity. That is what the game is about, sir. And tomorrow, Prime Minister Modi is going to reply him. And I'm very happy that Kiren Rijiju spoke that we will initiate the action or he has to apologize. I think either he has to apologize or appropriate action must be taken against him, because this is not a fluke. This is not a figment of imagination, because remember, 26/11 RSS ki sazish, Hindu terror, saffron terror. Hindu terrorists are more dangerous than these jihadis. And Sonia Gandhi ji wept when she saw this Batla House encounter. So when you add all these things, it cannot be. And when your alliance partners were talking about eradication of Sanatan Dharma, they were saying anything and everything against Sanatan Dharma. You did not utter a word. Now you are saying तुम हिंदू नहीं हो. So if ये हिंदू नहीं तो आप हिंदू हो क्या? Then are you a bigger Hindu? What is a Hindu about? If you think you're a Hindu, do you have the right to insult my faith? What makes you think you can insult my faith? I'm a proud Hindu and you are saying I'm Hinsak. This is not acceptable, sir. This is what Rahul Gandhi tried to do. There are a lot of agendas which are in it. It's not something straightforward. We should see through the layers. It was all prepared. It was all screenplay written. He had come with pictures. He had come with everything. And tell me, Rahul Gandhi, I'm ready to give you free tuition on Shiv Shankar. Whatever I know, you will take a couple of years to come to that level. I'm ready to offer you this tuition free of cost. Do not insult our deities. If you don't know, just keep quiet. चुपचाप रहो, अपनी राजनीति चलाओ. जी.
Thank you so much. And viewers, I have a small question for all of you. This is a Sengol, 12 inches long, and at its widest, it is 2 inches. And I would like to sell this thing in India. I want a guess from you all. We are trying to price this thing at around $14.99. That is the cheapest we can make it and still not lose money, because there are so many places where the challenges are coming, and we thought we can bring it down to $9.99. Impossible, just the way it is. And we are trying to price this at $14.99. If you get this thing at $14.99, by the way, it's beautiful. The artwork, and anyone, all of you who have bought this thing have told, look, you can see the 2 horns of the Nandi also. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Sir, I am the first customer, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So unless we sell 1,000 copies, 1,000 of these Sengols, we can't really make this thing. I mean, I lose money, and I'll happily lose money. It is just that it becomes like going down the drain. See, my dream, Swamy, I'll tell you, is that next time the session starts, right, 1,000 of us volunteers hold this in front of all these people getting into the parliament. Just hold it. Don't say a word.
Which one bolo?
Yeah.
And I think it's a beautiful idea, sir, what you have gotten. Beautiful. And $14.99 looks, as per me, when I look at the market prices here, I don't think it's expensive. That's my limited take on it.
And it is beautiful. You can put it on your table. You can hang it on the wall. It is not very heavy. And the idea here is we need to go back and say, why was this there? When you see that, right, it becomes a discussion point. Your visitors who come to your office, they ask, what is this? You can say what this is. Rajdand. This is what was given to the ruler, that he had to basically uphold dharma. See, we are also saying Sanatana Dharma without saying it in so many words. We have to do this thing. We have been for far too long docile, saying that this guy is ignorant, ignore him. This guy is fool, don't give him credit. The problem is they think that if you are not pushing back, that they are right and we are wrong. Well,
correct.
We will say it with deeds. We don't have to keep countering them, because it's like they're getting into a pond to fight a pig. Pig likes to be in the pond. You get dirty at the end of the day. But let us be high, clean, and then show them what their lies are. So this is my request to all of you. What I want you to do by way of comments to this video is, if you can give me an idea, if I get 500 yeses, 500, then I feel confident that the other 500 will be able to push it. We don't have a problem with that. Somehow it will sell. I just don't want to be stuck with inventory and then say, oh my goodness, what do I do with this? So that's just my sincere request. I'm at the point of placing the order today. So the sooner you respond, the better it will be for me to make up my mind. We are actually flowing everything back into this site. And basically what we are trying to do is to make it easy for you to know where the truth lies. So back to you, Sirji. I think we have a lot of questions from our viewers. So
this is these are the 3 things. Let me summarize. This lie about about Agniveer, then insulting Hindus, and then this lie about NEET, what you are trying to say, and then you are trying to run away and say, oh, I didn't say this, I didn't say this. And by the way, Sam Pitroda is back. So whatever Congress said and done about him, oh, we are throwing him out, we don't buy his ideas, it's all back. I have only one point to make, sir. You may have your ideas about Hinduism, but nobody gives you a right to call us Hinsak. Because I know what is going to happen. Once you put a tag like this to us, eventually you will see the international media and all coming and saying, oh, Muslims are being attacked. These Hindus are hansak. Because as per the leader of opposition of the newly constituted Parliament of India, Sree Rahul Gandhi ji, he has categorically stated at the floor of the house that Hindus are violent. This is how it goes. You basically, what you do is you just, for example, there is somebody from Germany who keeps on making videos. Now he only quotes one publication, Wire. Except for him, media is Wire. Minus Wire, he doesn't know anybody. So like this, now what does Wire do? Somebody will make a statement like this. They say, according to this statement, Wire will write. Then when the Wire will write, then somebody from Germany will make a video and try to say Hindus are very, very violent. These people are very, very dangerous. Then the Western media will pick it up. So suddenly Mr. Sree Iyer living in US will become a danger to the society. That is what the idea is. That's how you are going to hit back. This is what you want to do. So a gentleman with 40 patents will become a danger to the society. That's exactly what the game plan is.
Well. Thank you so much, Sumit-ji. That was a wonderful summarization of what is happening today. Let's take a few. Oh my goodness, a lot of questions. Sir-ji, small request to just keep it going fast. Vijay Kumar Srivastava-ji पूछ रहे हैं, Sir, do you think the speech of Rahul Gandhi as opposition leader is one of the best to thank Hindus as violent for voting Congress? Namaskar.
I think Rahul Gandhi is aiming at Vijay-ji at disheartening Hindus. He knows Hindus are disheartened and he wants to prove them violent. So he's trying to kill the morale of Hindus. He's not crazy to come up with these things. It was all orchestrated. So it is not about who voted for Congress, who didn't vote for Congress. It is targeted at Hindus. And mind it, Vijay-ji, there is no 𝙒𝙬𝙤𝙦 here. There is no linguistic divide here. There is no Aryan Dravidian here. There is no skin color here. There is no Andarwala Baharwala. There is no Bengali Bihari. There is no Bihari Bengali here. It's all one word Hindu. When attack comes, it comes on one word Hindu. But when they talk to you, they want 𝗤𝙬𝙤𝙦 𝗤𝙬𝙤. They want Bihar, Bengal, Andarwala, Baharwala, 15 tarah ke Brahman. Oh, you're a Iyer, I am Iyengar. They'll divide you into all crazy things. No Linga Vokalinga here, Hindu. Samajiye.
Thank you so much, and I'm really heartened with the response I'm getting from all of you folks. So what we will do is at sreeiyer.com, we are going to enable buying the Sengol in India. Before we used to do it only for United States. We're going to enable it for India, and I'll answer questions about other countries in just a few moments when we come to that question. Let's go to the next question. Mangat Ranga wants to know, shouldn't the government try to stop other incomes getting shown as agriculture income and stop it? There are reports of VVIP showing crores from agriculture from small land holdings.
There are even people who grow cabbage in those, what do you call them?
Flower pots. Crores
of rupees, Ranga sir. You must know
in their balcony and claim that they are agriculturists.
So by that logic, even if your plants in your balcony or in your lawn, you are agriculturist. Let me show. I'm also one, sir. Dekho, sir. You will not. I am also Kisan. मैं भी किसान हूँ. So you can't next time say I'm not a Kisan. No, this has become literally a mockery. I think something should be done around it. But let's see. I'm hoping some action should come soon, because my gut feel is Rahul Gandhi is using his kinetic energy now. He's not potential. He's saying, "Dikhata hu, dekho."
Yeah. Actually, I'm just tagging a few questions which are very good today. My God, you guys are great. A lot of good questions today. NN wants to know, sir, what action can speaker take on Rahul Gandhi for speaking lies in parliament?
It's a very good question, Anandji. There are provisions in the parliament. As a leader of opposition, it's a constitutional post. Look, as an MP, you can still say something and get away with it. Sorry, I was not there. When you're a leader of opposition, whatever you say, whatever you do, it has to pass through multiple filters, because now people in the international media can quote you. MP can say it's my individual opinion. But as a leader of opposition, it's a constitutional post. Right? Like what is Prime Minister? Prime Minister is a constitutional post. Modi ji cannot say like I'm any other MP, galti ho gayi. No, because you are the Prime Minister, you are a constitutional post. So leader of there are provisions in the constitution. If you are caught lying and all, it can be even dismissed from the house, or you can be even suspended from the house. Now let's see if he doesn't apologize, then there are even legal provisions for disqualification, there are provisions for suspension, and there are provisions for even, there can be even a ban for 5 or 10 years. There are provisions like that in the constitution. It depends how much you want to pull the rug.
Thank you so much. Next question, please. Has RaGa stopped flaunting Janeau? I think that's what.
Janeau.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is a Chunavi Hindu. When there's an election and all, he will have Tribune, he will have Janeau, he will have Rudrakshi Mala. It depends. When the next election season comes, you will see again the Hindu in RaGa come up, and he will start doing Rudra Abhisheks, he will start doing Hanuman Mandirs, and he will make sure the camera goes with him. Right? He will make sure the camera goes. Now, honestly, there are some people who have started making mockery of the Hindu religion, and these people are not even Hindus. They wear this tribund and all. This is all trying to befool the Hindus and trying to play with our emotions. What I like, be whatever you are. If you are not a Hindu, don't pretend to be a Hindu. If you are a Christian, be a Christian. If you are a Sikh, if you are a Jain, or if you are a Muslim, be a Muslim. Why are you pretending to be a Hindu? Don't befool Hindus. My blood gets boiling when I see this drama happening at the cost of Hindu faith.
Next one, please. I don't know how many of you watched before going to this. I don't know how many of you watched Akhilesh Yadav doing the cremation rites for his father, Mulayam Singh Yadav. He was actually wearing a Janeau. Just go back and look closely. Our editor is fast. He might be able to figure that out. Akhilesh, when he was performing the last rites for his father, was wearing a Janeau. That you have to do this thing. Most of us, right? We don't do this thing because whatever, modernity, it's okay. But today, any Hindu should wear a Janeau, because that is something that tells you what your responsibilities are towards the society. Also keeps you grounded. Anyway, so I just wanted to tell you, viewers, this is integral part of Hinduism. It is not to one particular samuh. Please understand this. Right. People who don't know, people who don't know, they want to try and somehow, this is basically another tag to divide us. That's all. Yes, sir. You're going to say something.
Sir, my Janeau. So you have to wear it all the time. It's not an option.
There you go. See what I mean? There you go. He's wearing a Janeau right there when he's doing the last rites of his father.
And rightfully so. There's nothing wrong.
Yeah. Nothing wrong in that.
Perfectly fine.
And thank you, Sachin, for being so quick. You are the quick gun Murugan of our team. Veer wants to know, what about the Congress's recent Karnataka scams discussion in the parliament? Is there any ED inquiry into it?
It will take some time, sir. There are discussions we have been talked about, but it has been what we say, Jumma hard then for the government to come into power. Let's see how it happens. There will be some action because, if no action is done, that hurts the repute of the government. I don't think Prime Minister Modi would want his personal repute or the repute of the government to be hurt.
Next one, please. Thank you, Sabyasachi Semal. Sir, what happened to the case against Mahua Moitra? Why she was allowed to contest election and enter the parliament again?
Well, she was disqualified from that seat. The case is still on. She contested from again that seat or the different seat. I think same seat.
Mamata
Banerjee decided to give her the ticket because she thought she's the most eligible candidate. And to all the misery and all the surprise, she also won from that seat. That is the dance of democracy, sir. There are some things which have no logic, but yet they are true. And by the way, NIA has given approval for Rashid Engineer to be taken out of the jail, to be sworn in as the honorable MP of the parliament.
One thing that never, ceases to amaze me, the BJP needs to start playing on the front foot. Today morning, I just gave the compilation of scams of the Gandhi family and the cases against Rahul, as well as the scams of the Chidambaram family. And it is like this long. Viewers, these are all things that are being slow walked, in my opinion, for whatever reason. Sometimes the government's own prosecutor is a no-show. I'm not a BJP bhakt or a BJP member. I have no skin in the game. My love is for my Janmabhoomi, which is Bharat Mata. Understand, guys? I mean, same thing with Sumit ji also. We are not party people. You do something good, we appreciate you for it. We don't do something, we criticize you for it. We also give you suggestions. My humble thing was to try to tell them, you have so many arrows in your quiver. Where is your dhanush? That's the question.
You need Arjun ka Gandhi, sir. Arjun ka Gandhi was considered best.
Yeah. By the way, guys, question for you all: what was the name of the dhanush of Shiva? Since today is all about Shivji.
Yeah.
Quickly, don't look at the Google. We are looking at how well you know your culture and history. What is the dhanush of Shiva called? Chaliye, next question. Shankar VK wants to know, despite what we discussed, the BJP speeches and counters to Rahul was absolutely weak, meek, and lacked any impact. What are your views, please?
My view on this, VK Shankarji, I have seen a good part of it, not the complete part of it. I believe, you cannot let Rahul set the narrative and you defend the narrative. That is where the problem is. If, your defense can be 80%. It can never be 100%. It has to be offensive defense, what Sree sir is suggesting. Right? Pinaka.
That's a correct answer. Correct answer. Pinak.
Super,
superb.
Your defense, you are letting Rahul set the narrative. And I have one thing more to add. Kindly do not, tweet and retweet what Rahul said. No. Kindly do one thing. Tweet and retweet and emphasize what did you say. What did you counter him on? Whatever he said, we all know. I mean, Rahul Gandhi doesn't have too much of credibility to lose. So what was the counter? What is the fact? Tweet that. And I wanted to, Sachin bhai, if you can go to my Twitter handle, I today tweeted one thing about this West Bengal. A lot of people are asking this now, sir. And I want to use this PGurus channel to put this question. Now, we know what happened in West Bengal, right? The Taliban-style justice is being done and all that. I put one small tweet. Meka, now what next? Okay, we know this is Taliban, this is West Bengal, this is all same, this is all bad, this is ugly. What next? And that is what people want. What next? Now, what are we going to do next? Let it happen. Let it become a Kashmir. Let it become a Kerala. Or we are going to do something in time. That is the question. I just put one question. My question is, what next? Simple. Ek line. Ab theek hai. This is what Taliban is doing to women. This is what is being done to women in West Bengal. This is all over the Twitter. This is all viral everywhere. My question is, what next? Ab kya karna hai? Aage kya kare? Batao. This is where, because sir, people like you and me or anybody, we can create awareness. We can create interest. We can create the public will or desire of the people. But action is not in our hand. At the end of the day, right, we can't initiate any action. The action is with the executive. They have to decide what they want to do. Next question.
Next question, please. Priya Jethwani wants to know why nobody is speaking on his dual citizenship in parliament and work on putting him out.
Hey, Bhagwan. Priya ji, no answer from my side. I really don't know.
Right. See, Priya ji, this is where it stood. Okay, April 2019, the Ministry of Home Affairs had asked him to explain this. He has not explained. How many years do you want to wait? How many years do you want to wait? See, usually what happens, ED sends another notice, another notice, another notice, another notice, and finally they go and arrest. So at least let the Home Ministry do that. Tell him we have told him 3 times about this and he has not responded. He can't respond. He cannot respond because it's like so why now one other thing that the BJP top leadership should know is they thought Rahul Gandhi was their top vote getter. I think that myth has now been broken. He has lied his way through and got seats. One can't deny the credit that 99 seats to a large extent came because he finally at some speeches he said taka tak taka tak, and then his sister is also saying taka tak taka tak. So this somewhere people are just getting taken in by that moment. Again, I tell you, our fault is we vote with emotion, not with our head. We have to change that. Vote with your head, not with your heart. Have a proper report card. Kisne kya kiya hai? And then you come to a decision. And I'm telling this for everybody. All the Muslim brothers and sisters, you guys are being made fool of. They want to keep you poor. That's why they keep telling Islam khatre mein hai, wo khatre mein hai, ye khatre mein hai. Next question, please.
Sir, by the way,
Yes,
I want to ask everybody one question also. Bhai, आज 1st July है, 8,500 रुपए मिला. Did you get 8,500 in your accounts? How many of you? I got one. I want to show you.
यार नहीं दिखा रहे. हाँ.
ये WhatsApp पे आया, फोटो आया, पैसा नहीं आया सर. Only photo came, sir. 8,500 का फोटो WhatsApp पे आया, पैसा नहीं आया सर. Has anybody, because पहली तारीख को आपके अकाउंट में खटाखट आंसर. I was also waiting. Then I asked somebody, तेरे को पैसा मिला? बोला नहीं मिला. बोला हाँ मिला. So he sent me the photo. So I got the photo. I didn't get the money. And when I asked him what did he get, he also got photo from somebody else. Nobody got the money. So if anybody has got the real money, let me know. Please put in your comments.
Next one, please. Poonam Abhi wants to know, had Rahul Gandhi been correct, the Christians and Muslims would have not existed in Bharat. They would be living like the non-Muslims are living in Pakistan.
Exactly right. You see, in a country where Muslim population has increased by 43% and Hindu population has decreased by 8%. Now you can imagine who are Hinsak. Where are the Hindus of Pakistan? Where are Afghanistan? And where are they in Bangladesh? Who is Hinsak? That's why I don't think, Hindus have anything called as a jihad, renaissance or crusade. These three words do not exist in our texts. So I don't know who is Hinsak and who is not Hinsak. And if you look at the world history, which is the most slaughtered community in the whole world, it is Hindus. It's not Jews. It's not Christians. Neither it's Muslims. It's Hindus. Look at the history. We are the people who have taken the maximum brunt of violence since inception.
Next one, please. Thank you, Navlesh Yadav, for your super sticker. Chaitanya Takle wants to know, should BJP openly display Hindu symbols in government emblems?
They were always there. I think if something has been diluted, we should bring up the bedrock of the civilization is Hindu. Look, if anybody starts compromising on Hindutva, and let me tell you, Rahul Gandhi is very carefully trying to take that space in baby steps. He's trying to that space. And if BJP is not able to respond very, very fast, then there can be a problem.
Next one, please. Magnet Ranga wants to know, July 1st is designated as Khatakhat Day.
Sir, mera Khatakhat nahi hua, sir. I didn't get 8,500, sir. I'm also unemployed. I didn't get 8,500. No, so what a bad. Rahul bhaiya.
Next one.
Yeah.
Sorry, Narayana wants to know, sir, Gandhi Parivar is not clean. Why can't Modi ji expose the corruption done by Gandhi Parivar? And what is next in Bengal?
I will answer the second part first. What is next in Bengal? That is what I have tweeted, because there is, I believe there was some MP was even talking of that it is Islamikaran of Bengal, MLA or MP of TMC was talking of some Muslim Rashtra and things like that. Now, things are getting a bit out of control in Bengal, and I don't know what is next in Bengal. If you ask me, you should immediately impose president's rules. And when you want to get a election done there, it has to be under president's rules. Otherwise, there's no way you can have a fair election. Now your question about why is not Modi ji going against them? I think in this Modi 3.0, I think this would happen, because now you don't have an option, because Rahul Gandhi has graduated from that so-called Pappu, alleged Pappu. Now he is really flexing his muscles. And by the way, Rahul Gandhi is a very fit guy, physically, only physically.
Next one, please. Sree Iyer wants to know, every government giving freebies using taxpayers' money. Why not ask for undertaking from taxpayer while he submits ITR, whether he wants to share his tax money? Those willing, only their money should be used. Good question.
This is an excellent question, Shruti ji, but the problem here is your direct taxes, which are collected around 2 to 3%. Rest all the taxes collected in the country are indirect taxes, which you pay through GST, which you pay on excise and things like that. By the way, there are only, I think, 1 crore people in this country who have income more than 10 lakh rupees. Do you believe it? And there is not a house you can get in any metro less than a crore. But there are only 10 lakh people, I think 10 lakh people who have income more than a million people, I believe, and then 10 lakh rupees. So the problem is this whole tax collection and all this is flawed. The direct tax payer really doesn't matter in the big scheme of things, but honestly, if you want to give freebies, I think there should be 3 things which should be given free: education, medicine, and justice. Minus that, every should be paid. There should be no free bijli, no pani. These three things you should get free: education, justice, and medicine. I'm for that. Minus that, there should be nothing called free. But the challenge is today, this is how the system runs. And nobody is willing to take the bull by the horns. And I want to make one point. When this thing was happening in Bengal, the Honorable Chief Justice of India, Chandrachud Sir, was in Bengal. Would the Honorable Chief Justice Sir, Chandrachud Sir, take the suo motu cognizance of this and see what is happening in Bengal? Because, if this would have happened to Sikhs or Christians or Muslims, I'm very sure the honorable courts would have taken a suo motu cognizance. Now, as this is happening to Hindus possibly, so is something which can be done, or we should expect nothing?
Next one, please. Raja Bodo Party wants to know, high time Dr. Swamy should speed up the case. I have something to answer on update also. Aap boliye pehle.
I think, you see, more than the case, it is also about the political will. Look, cases take their own time. But if the political will is there, I'm very sure there can be 101 cases. So why to only depend on one? Work on 101.
So Rajaji, so what happened in the National Herald case, where there is a direct update that I can give you, is they are supposed to do cross-examination of Dr. Swamy. The cross-examination, they started and then they stopped. So right now it's like they're in a state where we will next date we will continue cross-examination, but that date never comes. Somehow, for some reason, they are just stalling it, and the reason they are stalling it is because they know they are going to lose. So somewhere the system is helping them. That's all I can tell you. It's not in Dr. Swamy's hands. Tomorrow, if they say that we will continue cross-examination, he'll be there. He's already done 3 days, if I remember correctly, of cross-examination testing. He's already done it. This is a criminal case, and if found guilty, they all will go to jail. In fact, they are out on bail because Swamy said it's okay for them to go on bail, because the judge asked him in 2015 December, will you allow them to go on? That's why the surety clause came in, that if for any reason this guy jumps the country and doesn't come back, Rahul Gandhi jumps the country and doesn't come back, Priyanka will be responsible. She'll be responsible for what happens to Rahul Gandhi. So they can't even leave the country for long. The thing about all of us is that we don't remember some of these things. It is 9 years. And that day, if they had been jailed, the Congress was planning riots. But think about 2015. The BJP had just come in 1 year and a few months. If the BJP had at that point said, okay, let the law do its job, and told Swamy, don't give them bail, and he said, okay, I will not give bail, and then they would have been jailed even for 24 hours. So there are lots of things like this that come into the picture. You have to be patient. They are not finishing cross-examination because they know that they don't have a case, because once cross-examination is over, then it goes to the verdict phase. No more. Already they are stalling the money that they made off of the income tax that is due for the money they made by renting National Herald House in New Delhi to Passport Office. That is also going up. So the thing here is there's a sense of hubris, guys, and there's a sense of expectation that rules don't apply to us. But then what can we do when our own Janata goes and votes for them? अब क्या समझकर आप लोग वोट डालते हैं यार? चोरों को चोरी सिखाने वाले चोर हैं ये, महाचोर हैं ये.
And she said the only beacon of hope is that today is 1st July, and today the new penal codes, Bharatiya Nyay Sancharita, or whatever we call it, they are kind of implemented today. So I have heard that the new laws are quite stringent. We don't know a lot about them right now. Maybe now from tomorrow or in the due course of days, we can expect some action to come, because now new laws are in force and they are not those 200-year-old laws. So let's hope that under these new laws, we can expect something to happen.
Next one, please. Sabyasachi Sengol, thank you so much. Will grow spine and take action against Roul Vinci for insulting Hindus. They must not go this time, or they will keep doing this.
In fact, if they are doing this, Sabyasachi ji, is because they have got a lot of leeway and a lot of rope in the past. What Sree sir makes is a very important point. Whether you like it or not, whatever you want to say, I think Congress gets around 25% of the vote or 28% of the vote still in India, which is a big deal. So there are 28% of people are still voting for Congress. So when you have this kind of a popular support and you have this kind of a nuisance value, things might not appear as easy as we might want them to be.
Next one, please. Ingborg Malikji says, I am a Sikh residing in Germany and want to buy 2 Sengols for me and my daughter. Is it possible? Malik Saab, I'll definitely make sure that this time around it is available for everyone across the world. What is the only request I might ask you is that the minimum ordering quantity be slightly higher, because what happens is the shipment cost doesn't change whether we ship 1, 2 Sengols or 10 Sengols. It doesn't change much. But when you buy 10, the cost of shipping can be distributed and overall price of the Sengol can be made easier, cheaper for all of you. I'll let you know. These are all things that are going to happen. In the next 24 hours, we'll have SreeIyer.com accepting your orders in India for Sengols. So that way you can pre-order, and that way we also know that, okay, the orders are coming in, and that will help us plan all this stuff. Much work needs to be done, but I want to really do this thing. So thank you so much. We were waiting for this moment. Now that people are saying Sengol should be taken out of the new parliament building, we will show them where Sengol should be kept. Next one, please. Thank you so much, KDG. Dharini wants to know, is it true Congress was passing a narrative that RSS forced Indira Gandhi to attack Golden Temple? I had seen such comments.
That Congress can create any narrative. There was nothing to do with RSS. And let me tell you that, there are a lot of things about Congress which are still skeletons in the cupboard. I don't know when they are going to come out. And we can't talk much on the public broadcast, but there are a lot of things where the national security has been compromised just for their selfish gains and just for them to look good. And these all kind of things, RSS force Indira Gandhi and all that. Why should Indira Gandhi listen to RSS? What is the liver of RSS on Indira Gandhi? Right? Doesn't make sense. Like they said, 𝗤𝙑𝙑 RSS ki 𝙒𝙪. They are the same people. Hindu terror, saffron terror. So if these people can create a powerful narrative like this, writing something like this is much easier for them. And why should have Indira Gandhi listen to RSS? For what?
Shankar wants to know, Shriji, could we have a town hall every quarter with Sumitji and 2 other star panelists? Excellent idea, Shankarji. I think I'll take this thing up. What we will do is have something like this once every quarter. Why I say this thing so wholeheartedly was yesterday, I was telling you guys, right? There was a Hindu Unity Day in the United States that was celebrated. 60 Hindu organizations participated in this. I had the honor of being a moderator. There was one guest from Hindu American Foundation, 𝙒𝙗𝙀𝙁 Shuklaji. She was born in the United States. She was born in California, and she is now a lawyer. She heads the legal cell in Hindu American Foundation. She is the one who's putting cases against Audrey or Equality Labs, whatever, all the things that fighting for Hindu causes. And the other one was Sanjay Tripathi ji of HSS. And this was a beautiful discussion, 20-25 minutes. People were saying, why did it stop? So that's how it should be, in my opinion. So somehow, Bhagwanji gave me the kind of questions to ask. I don't know what happened. I did not prep for it. I just had a broad idea of what I'm going to talk. So everything worked out very well. This idea is going to fly. We will have that thing once every quarter. Sumitji and 2 other people, I will get you. This will be something like, next one will be even better. That sort of feeling that we will leave at the end of each one of these things. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Sir.
Partha Mukherjee wants to know, Sumitji, don't you think GST on medical insurance for senior citizens should be waived?
101% agreed. Even GST on credit card interest should be waived. I don't know, in this country, sir, if you use credit card, right? A lot of people have written to me about this. We have discussed on our Endgame China how China's youth are indebted by credit card. Even I had made an appeal then. I'm repeating it again because a lot of people have written to me. The credit card interest in this country can go up to 5% a month. 5% a month. And on the top of that, you put GST. So let's say somebody has used ₹1 lakh. So he will pay around 5,000 rupees as an interest. And off the top of that, 20% of 5,000, another 1,000 rupees. So that will take the interest to 6-7%. It is a steal. It is mind-boggling. Why do you need to have interest? Why do you need to have GST on the interest? Because you're already paying interest to the bank. Why does the need of GST on the interest? And I completely agree there should be no interest on medical insurance to senior citizens. It must be waived off. We will put in a demand, it has to be waived off now. And it's good you brought this, Mr. Partha Mukherjee. I'll use other forums wherever I go on the TV and others. I'll put this demand. It should be waived off. 101% agreed.
So somewhere this GST needs to be normalized. For example, this is a book. When you order this book online, whether it is Amazon or SreeIyer.com, when you order it, you pay 0% GST. Great. So books are not taxed. The government wants people to read books. So no tax on no GST on books. Except when I print the book, I have to pay 18% GST. 18% GST. I mean, think about it. It's a fairly big hit that we have to take. And I mean, if you're charging 0% on the end product, why this semi-processed product has to be in levied GST? I don't understand. So some of these things, okay, we do it because that has to be done. Everybody's paying it. I will also pay it. But some of these things, still some thinking needs to be done. How somebody should say, "Haan, ye theek hai, lagta theek hai, itna hai." So that's just my 2 cents. Next one, please. Geeta Ahuja ji, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपको. Thank you for your super sticker. Sriram Mani ji, thank you so much for your super sticker. Sitchasha. The full name kuch aur hoga. I don't know. Sitchasha ji, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद for your super sticker. And this brings us to a close of today's program. 1 hour just flew, Sirji. Today it just flew. And
it looks like that we started just now.
Yeah.
1 hour back, I never realized 1 hour went by.
Thank you so much, sir. And let's take the blessings of Mahadevaj. Very, very needed.
Sure, sir. And first of all, I would like to thank all our brothers and sisters for the love and appreciation and all they are showing us. We are doing our best at PGurus to bring in the utmost and the best content for you. And we work very hard in the back end, so kindly appreciate that. And there are a lot of people who don't like us. There are a lot of people who troll us. There are a lot of people who want this channel to, not have that expansion and not have that reach. You are our only saviors if you start liking and all these videos and sharing them. That is a great, great help. On that note and on that assurance which I'm giving myself without you telling me, because I believe you, it will happen. Bharat Mata ki jai, Vande Mataram, and Hara 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 Mahadev.